Hey y'all, I'm Heaven, and this is Queendom Connections Revamped. This is a twin flame soulmate karmic channel only. So if you are looking for zodiac signs, you will not find them on this channel. These are general messages. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to force it to fit. Don't get mad when it don't. If this is your first time watching me, I do curse. I do. I may curse a little bit, may curse a lot, just really depends. But I will curse. So if you don't want to hear me cursing, which is fine, you might not want to watch me. And if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, again, you might not want to watch me because I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. So we're going to start with the Truth of the Matter Oracle deck. See what Spirit needed wants you to know when it comes to the person on your mind, not mine. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? So what is the truth of the matter when it comes to the person on the collective's mind? What is the truth of the matter? Oh, this person is feeling lonely. This person is currently feeling lonely, and I feel like it's because they are by themselves. You got solo journey, and then you got wholeness. So I feel like this person is basically going through a time in their life right now where they reflecting. Because if they by themselves, they lonely, and you got wholeness, that means this person is taking a good look at themselves. They not around nobody. They not with nobody. They just sitting with themselves. And, you know, they feel lonely. And usually when you feeling lonely, it's because you by yourself. So solo journey says single and growing, spiritual journey, lonely to become one. See what I'm saying? So the person on your mind is currently reflecting. They're sitting somewhere reflecting on, you know, you, them, what y'all had, what y'all could have, what coulda, shoulda, woulda been, had they did A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. That's what's playing. A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 by Levert. And then you got wholeness. It says self-aware, confident, and perfectly imperfect. So I do feel like you basically grounded this person, because you may not have been in the best place when you were with this person, but you were in a good place. And because you were in a very good place, you were confident, you were sure of yourself. And I feel like that may be what attracted this person to you. But when they got with you, I do feel like at some point you started to intimidate this person. And it wasn't nothing that you did or nothing that you said. It was just them realizing that they really weren't even on your level, okay? And not in a bad way. They just knew that they had some issues. Nobody's perfect, but in this person's eyes, you were definitely perfect for them. Look, and y'all could have been a power couple had this person not feel intimidated. I feel like whoever this person is on your mind, they ran from this connection. They ran. And they regretting it. What else? What's the truth of the matter when it comes to the person on the collective's mind? Look, new. It says fresh, flirting, vulnerability, authentic, new love. Oh, what else? What is the truth of the matter when it comes to the person on the collective's mind? This person feel like they done lost you for good. I knew it. Look, not interested. I told you. I felt that when I saw that new and this on top of lonely, it gave me the energy of the person on your mind being in a lot of regret, feeling like they've lost you for good. And they wouldn't be in this energy had they just stayed and not ran from this connection. They ran from this connection. Whoever this is, they ran. And now they feel like you don't want nothing else to do with them. Look, waiting. But, you know, they don't know. So right now they just waiting. So the person on your mind is in basically like in hermit energy, feeling sorry for themselves. Even though when you in hermit energy, you are reflecting, you're not feeling sad and depressed, but we don't know that. If this person is lonely, of course they emotional. They in an emotional space right now. So, but I feel like they waiting to maybe see if you will reach out. Maybe waiting to see. We're gonna see what they waiting on, but they definitely are sitting somewhere stagnant, feeling sorry for themselves. Yep, because this is somebody who tried to make you a motherfucking option when you was basically trying to make them the option. You see what I'm saying? Y'all were on two different timelines. This person was somebody who loved attention. They loved options. They tried to, you know, maybe like have their cake and eat it too type energy. But you was loving this person unconditionally. You felt like this person was somebody that you was really going to build with until they showed you who they truly were. And the truth is, look, you and this person got some type of soul tie, or y'all came together because of a soul tie. Codependency, toxic, low vibrational. Like I said, y'all were unequally yoked. So y'all probably trauma bonded to this person, and as this person started to really like you and maybe look at you from a different perspective, pride and ego kicked in. Okay, pride and ego kicked in, and look, so now they have to deal with this missed opportunity. It's their fault. This person is sitting somewhere feeling sorry for themselves. That's what's going on with them. And you know, unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do for this person because they have to get themselves out of it. They have to take accountability for their actions. They have to be honest with themselves. And then they have to, you know, heal and become a better version, male or female. And then try and be with you. But I just kind of feel like this person was wearing a mask when you met them. And then when y'all got together, they realized you were so much more advanced than they were. And again, they felt intimidated. So let's get some of these psychic tarot for the heart messages. Look, trust. See, all this person had to do was trust you, but maybe they didn't know how to trust. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't know how to trust. Tell me if you still care. That's what's playing. Oh, they want to know if you still care about them. The SOS band. Yeah. I can't get high, so don't. But that's what she say. Yes, I know. So y'all still care. Now, if I was really trying to sing it, I would have hit it. Don't judge me, okay? So when it comes to the person on the collective's mind, what do they need to know and or be aware of? When it comes to the person on the collective's mind, look, solar plexus chakra. This person is trying to listen to their gut instincts. This is somebody who is not used to listening to their gut instincts, but they needing to listen to them. They need to trust them. They don't even trust their own intuition. Look, see what I'm saying? Darkest fears. And it's because of the way that they think. It has nothing to do with you. It just has a lot to do with the way that this person thinks. They always fear the worst. Even with new connections, they fear the worst. So that's why it wouldn't have worked between you and this person. Because they were on a low vibration, they just pretended like they had their shit together. Leave. I can't. This is the Emperor. This and they worst fear was you seeing them for who they truly were. But I feel like you did see this person for who they truly were. But because your love was so unconditional, you accepted them, flaws and all. And that is something that this person couldn't understand. See? Seek the truth. They couldn't understand why you would still love them, and you found out that they lied to you. You found out that they cheated on you. You found out that, you know, they did whatever they did. And you never treated them any differently. And for them, that was scary. Why? I don't know, but it was. So now this person is somewhere trying to seek the truth, but finding it very hard and finding it very difficult to move on from you. Shit. Maybe, I'm telling you, they sitting somewhere thinking what they shoulda, woulda, or could have done different when it came to this connection. What else, Spirit? What is this person? Believe and succeed. So this person's intuition is telling them, go toward the collective. Tell the collective how you feel. Be honest about your feelings. But, you know, they procrastinating. Why? Because they fear the worst. You already not with them, or you already done set strong boundaries with them, and their worst fear is you basically saying fuck them. You know, like, no, I don't want to be with you because of A, B, C, and D. But it's just it's them just fearing the worst. That's not, see what I'm saying? All they have to do is embrace this new beginning. They have to walk away from, you know, the trauma of the past, they fears, false evidence appearing real. If they want to have a new beginning with you, they have to embrace this new beginning. Because if they stay in the past and try to have a new beginning, the past is going to always pull them back. Always. This person is needing to take the lead. I feel like for the longest time, this person's shadow, they shadow self, not their higher self, was always taking the lead. And it is time for them to now take the lead. So they can, you know, basically be in a loving relationship. Look at this. Master. This is the devil energy, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. But I think it's the devil energy. This person had a fear of, devil energy. This person had a fear of commitment, had a fear of intimacy, being vulnerable, sharing their feelings, you know, just being, you know, all lovey-dovey and shit. But that's the old them. When they met you, you made them want to believe in love again, but the fear of loving again was something that was holding this person back. Look, detached. Yep. And they could have pulled away from this connection. What is detach? I think detach is it the towel? Now I'm still learning. That's why I don't use them that much, because I'm still learning them. But I think detach is, let me see. Oh, it's justice. Okay. Well, see, this person is ready to let go of the things that no longer serve them and make something right with you. They ready to come out of the cold. They are ready to let go of the things that's holding them back from having this peace or experiencing this peace, so they can mend things or make something right with you. Look, healing begins. Oh, and I just kind of feel like, you know, right now they need to be in this place of isolation, because in this place is where they are growing. They are starting to see the truth. They realizing that they can't keep living their life being afraid to open up their heart and let somebody in. Because I feel like that's what happened. You could have been dealing with a Cancer, or you could be a Cancer. This person want to come towards you. They want to reach out to you. They want to tell you how they feel, but they feel like you don't love them anymore, or they feel like you don't love them the same. Her cup is closed. And I don't think it's you don't love them the same. I just feel like you just had to stop showing them so much love, because they weren't doing nothing but draining you. And they was taking it for granted. They was taking your love for granted. Look, 4:11 on the clock. I'm going for mine. And this person is not going to give up on this connection with you. When the time is right, this person is going to come to you and try to mend things with you, I feel. Because you went for yours and now I'm going for mine. Shit. This person like, shit, if you can do it, they can do it. Maybe you've always tried to speak success and leadership and, you know, good things into this person's life, but they couldn't receive that stuff because they were being held down by the things that they believed that the devil was telling them. They weren't good enough. They weren't going to never be good enough. But see, all that is coming to an end. This person is closing out a cycle, a karmic cycle, something that they have had themselves in for a very long time. But meeting you bubbled all that shit to the surface, which in turn made them work on themselves, which is a good thing. So this person is being told to trust their gut. I feel like this person definitely want to get back with you. The 3 of Cups, along with the Ace of Wands and the Temperance card. Some time has passed between you and this person, but within a week, I feel like some of y'all may end up hearing from this person. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or strong Sagittarius energy. This person is gonna tell you that, you know, they want to try again. They miss you. They miss having fun with you. And, you know, they just want to be able to, you know, share this next phase of this journey with you. This person feel like you brought healing and you did. And their gut was telling them, but I feel like their fears So it's like they were having a battle within themselves. They lowered, their ego was fighting their higher self. Their higher self was saying, trust me. Go with your, what is your gut telling you? You having fun. The chemistry is, excuse me, the chemistry is there. It's mutual. This person bring you peace. Take, go for it. But they fears was stopping them from going forward. And I do feel like they definitely have a lot of regrets. Darkest fears. This person allowed the devil to play in their face, and it's time for them to put that to rest. Look, I do feel like this person is ready to have a fresh start. They ready to do something different. They ready to take action and trust their intuition, hoping that if they do come to you and let you know how they truly feel, that then, you and them will be able to move forward. Right now, I feel like if you are talking to this person, you're not really talking to them that much. You're not really saying too much. You cordial, y'all just chopping it up a little bit, but you're not really saying too much. So technically, they don't know how you feel. You're not telling them how you feel on an emotional level, because for what? Like, it didn't work, or you feel like it won't work, so you don't even... Probably when you talk to this person, you don't even probably bring up, your feelings and shit like that. You keep it to yourself. And this person know that. But this person's biggest fear is losing you for good. Especially now that you've came into their life and showed them how different life could be for them. Look, all they got to do is take the risk. All they have to do is take a chance. And for so long, they were afraid to take the chance. But I feel like now they want to take the chance. They ready to lead. They ready to stand in their power. They ready to put their pride and ego aside. Make them stand behind them and let them come to the forefront and lead. Look, yep. And I do feel like for a lot of y'all, this person is curious to know, like, if they did, put their best foot forward, could it last? Would it last? Are you the one? They had so many questions, and they are definitely curious to know that whether or not, if they do come to you and they in the right energy and they honest with themselves, will this last, or will you take them back? Will y'all be able to build a future? I feel like y'all will be. I feel like y'all will be. But this person got to be honest with themselves. Look at this, the Empress. You are definitely the one, not the two. So this person have to be honest with themselves. Are you ready to just be with one person for the rest of your life? And I feel like they do, because now what's playing is all I do is think of you. Maybe this person, wanted, well, they did. We talked about that, options. They did have options in the past, but now I feel like since some time has passed of y'all being, single and, a free agent, both of y'all, this person is realizing that anybody that got you would be getting the motherfucking prize. Because not only are you, in this Empress energy, but you strong, you resilient, you compassionate and nurturing, you on your shit, you don't need nobody. You are the perfect person. And I just kind of feel like they don't want to, mess things up the way that they messed them up in the past. But you can't mess something up that's already dead. You can revive it if it's willing. You just have to put your left foot in front of your right foot, or put your right foot in front of your left. You got to move forward. You got to take that chance. And I do feel like this person is coming straight towards you to take the chance, because they miss you. 5 of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups. Oh yeah, they miss you. And they coming in to let you know. They just, they just hoping that it's not too late, I feel. Give me one more for lead. For some of y'all, they curious to know if you've already moved on, too. Look, I can't make it up. They want to know if you've already moved on. Or have you, even if you haven't moved on to another person, have you moved on from them? Because they definitely haven't moved on from you. Look, 3 of Swords. If you have moved on to be with somebody else, it's heartbreaking for them. And they definitely are sitting somewhere beating themselves up, wishing that they would have did right by you, and wishing that they would have opened up to you and, loved you how you loved them. They wish they wouldn't have tried to make you an option. But, again, everything happened for a reason. Maybe you were just in their life to trigger them to open up their heart chakra, so they won't do the next person, how they did you. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I feel like this person they play that scenario over and over and over in their head that you could be with somebody else, and all they do is make themselves feel bad. But you know, unfortunately for some of y'all, if you are in another situation, it's their karma. They deserve it because they shouldn't have been inconsistent with you. So they can't get mad if somebody else want to do right by you. I don't think they would be mad. They would just be disappointed with themselves. Believe and succeed. So, but this person is definitely gonna get up, shake themselves off, and then they're gonna try to approach you or approach this situation in hopes that everything can be worked out with believe and succeed. That's the Six of Swords. Look, ready to come out of isolation. Now that they have seen things from a different perspective, now they're ready to come forward and let you know what's going on with them, or what they've done, what conclusion they done came to. And it ain't a conclusion about you, it's a conclusion about them, okay? Believe and succeed. See what I'm saying? They like, look, can we just start over? Coming in with a small offer. They ain't trying to, make you feel like you just gotta get them another chance and shit like that. They gonna come in, they gonna just try to extend the olive branch to see if you are even just willing to maybe talk about, giving them another chance. And if not, they not gonna press the issue. But they definitely are going to, once they, finish facing their demons, they gonna take action. They not unsure. They not confused. They not... I feel like this person at some point was trying to balance you, other options, other situation, other people, and it just became too much for this person to handle. They couldn't handle having a relationship and, co-parenting with an ex, because the ex was always in y'all business. They couldn't handle being in a relationship with you or trying to get to know you, but their family is always wanting them to rip and run and, do everything for them instead of getting somebody else to do it. Like, they didn't have good time management. But since y'all have been separated, for them to figure out what they want, they realize you are the person. You brought balance into their life. You taught them, you showed them, you told them that they could do more than one thing at one time, because you were a living example that it could be done. And I just kind of feel like this person never believed in themselves until you came into their life. You poured into this person, and instead of receiving it and growing while they were with you, they received it and they took it somewhere else. And when they took it somewhere else, they lost it. So I do feel like this person is, again, they somewhere sulking, realizing that, they need to do better, and they will do better. Embrace is the World card. This person is coming to the end of a cycle for them. And I feel like it's the cycle of being afraid of being vulnerable, being afraid of commitment, being afraid of monogamy, being afraid of one person. Shit, look, that's definitely what it is. With Judgment, this person is ready to embrace you if you are willing to take them back and give them another chance. Embrace, child. Look, and this person said they ain't, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna come in with this offer. They know they didn't accept your offer in the past, but they not coming in with an offer. They coming in with an apology first, and then with, a game plan of, of course, I'm not trying to rush you, but I ain't trying to, what I'm saying? We know each other. We ain't gotta, get to know each other. So for some of y'all, this person may want to take things fast, move things quickly. Like if you say, okay, well, we can try again, they may say, okay, well, shit, you moving in with me or I'm moving in with you. Not necessarily that, but y'all know what I'm saying. The Devil card under the bottom of the deck, I feel like if this person is in a space of trying to rush, Spirit is saying, don't allow this person to rush you. No. Don't allow them to rush you, because that is a form of control as well. Let this person show you, not just tell you that they ready, because they wasn't ready at first. But so, like, I don't know how long y'all been in separation, but just because they feel like they ready don't mean they ready. They have to do like a trial run or something. Look, the lovers, okay? So I do feel like, so you gonna basically have to decide whether or not you gonna give this person another chance, and whether or not you gonna take things slow and just let them show you and not just tell you. And if you do that, I feel like that's the smartest thing to do, is to give it time. Let it happen naturally. Because if this person try to rush the relationship, it's something like, I don't know, I just don't get good vibes off of rushing. Look, see, Queen of Swords. So I kind of feel like you not gonna let them rush you. Spirit is saying, don't let this person rush you into making a decision. You know, be analytical. Stand in your truth. Speak your truth. Let this person know how you really feel. Don't string them along how they were stringing you along. Don't love bomb them or gaslight them. Just be honest. But I do feel like if you give this person a chance, you and this person can have something beautiful now that they've had time to really reflect and realize that the reason they, felt the way that they felt is because of, past trauma. And if they really want to be happy, if they really want to be whole, they have to show you, not just tell you, and not rush you. Like, if they serious about being with you, why would they need to rush you? They wouldn't, okay? Look, but they definitely serious, King of Pentacles. For the longest, this person was afraid to give anybody their heart. But up my body, LSG. And all they wanted to do, was give you their body. Their body all over your body, baby. But you made this person want to give you their heart. This person is ready to give you their heart. Now, for some of y'all, I don't know, it may take a little time because I don't know what part of the journey your person is on. Your person could be reflecting at the beginning of their journey. Your person could be in the middle of their journey where they done had the epiphany, they aha moment. Others of y'all, this person is at the end of their journey where they ready to come forward. So know your person and know your situation. But for the longest time, they allowed the devil to keep them afraid of giving anybody their heart. But I feel like they ready to give you their heart now. Master. Look, yep, because they miss you. Them missing you is all it took. Oh, this is 4, but I'm being told to keep them. Dang. Excuse me. The 5 of Pentacles is this person missing the hell out of you. As long as they keep their heart closed, they gonna be out in the cold. And I feel like the universe done showed this person, in order to be with the collective, you're gonna have to be vulnerable. You're gonna have to show them intimacy and emotion. And this person is now ready to do that. They don't want to allow the enemy to keep them single and stagnant and alone for the rest of their life. Up until the point that when they met you, they loved being single. They loved having options. But you coming into their life opened their eyes in a way that, like, it's like they see life through different lenses. They was looking at life through rose-colored glasses, but because of you, this person was able to face their fears. They were able to heal those fears, and they were also able to complete the lesson so they can have a new beginning with you, the 4 Wands. So I see you and this person. For those of y'all that want somebody from your past back, I'm talking to you, nobody else. I see this moving forward once this person come out of this isolation. And they will, when it's time, when the timing is right for them. Right now, this person is definitely going through a transformation. So allow the transformation to do its thing. It may take some time. And, everybody's on different time lengths. Again, know your season. Some of y'all at the beginning, some of y'all at the middle, some of y'all are at the end. But know your season. What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? And this person ready to put their body all over your body. You hear me? What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their... See what I'm saying? This person is healing their inner child. they're you know, facing their fears. Ready to, look, I told you, having that aha moment. You see this kid is turned toward that sun. They are, you know, they realizing that because of trauma from their childhood is the very reason why they're going through what they're going through now. Look. So know that they are experiencing the dark night of the soul. But the dark night of the soul is not a bad thing. It's necessary in order to grow. Look, soulmate. This person feel like, you know, y'all meant to be together. And some of y'all are. Look, abandoned again. You got abandoned here with lonely. So this person right now is definitely in isolation, healing their inner child. Going through the dark night of the soul. Missing you. Paying attention to the signs that they are receiving that is actually helping them make better decisions. Especially when it comes to, you know, knowing themselves. This is somebody who didn't even know themselves. They didn't know why they liked options or wanted options. It was because they was holding on to some type of hurt from their past. Scared that, you know, somebody, if they let somebody in, they was going to be hurt again. But that's why the universe put you on their path. Because they knew you was going to end up loving this person unconditionally. Because they knew you. You were their lesson. That's it. That's all. You were this person's lesson. Look. But there will be a fresh start between you and them. Okay. I love it. So let's see. Let's get some messages from this person's higher self. And then we're going to close it with a... I don't know what we're going to close it with. We may close it with a confession message. So what does this person's higher self, along with you, Ted and Campbell, they just ready to be alone with you, okay? What does this person's higher self need the collective to know right now in this moment? What do they need? Baby, these cards is flying. Oh, look, this is what they running from. That card flew all the way over there. I love you. This person definitely is in love with you. They higher self needs you to know that they love you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. They didn't want to run from this connection. They didn't want to sabotage this connection. But unfortunately, they did. But they are now in a place where they're trying to, you know, reflect and, you know, again, become a better man or a better woman so they can come back and do right by you. If you will allow them to, okay? So what is the final message for the collective when it comes to the person on their mind? What is the final message, final confession message from the person on their mind when it comes to this reading? I'm so glad the sun finally coming back out, baby. It be looking so ugly when it's raining. Final confession message for the collective. I love it. I love it. You and this person got a whole mission together. And they could not, the mission had to be aborted because they wasn't ready. But the first, you got changing and then you got mission. So changing says, I am working hard to change, to face up to all that I have been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Your love is inspiring me to do necessary changes in my life. I told you, you had to meet this person. You had to cross their path because you had to love them to show them that they were deserving of love. And then you got mission. Together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacle if we work as a team. Aww. And they see that now. This person was working against this connection from jump when you got with them. Even though they acted like they really wasn't. They definitely was running from this connection. But you made this person want to love again. You made them want to be loved again. So congratulations. There will be a fresh start between you and this person. Now don't settle for less. You know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, you know, like, well, you know, my mama gonna always, like, say they mama was the issue between y'all. If this person is still gonna allow their mama to interfere in the connection, just don't even get them another chance. Tell them, no, we can just be friends. You know, I don't have any ill feelings. We can date, but it can never go past that, because I want to be with somebody that is able to stand their ground, even when it's, you know, with their mama, with their daddy, with their brother, sister, friend, cousin, whoever. I want to be the priority in your life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you got to say fuck your mama, but I need to come before everybody. Okay? And if you're not willing to do that, it's no point in us moving forward. Not in nothing, you know, where it's going to be a relationship or longevity or anything like that. We can be friends. I accept your apology and, you know, no love lost, but I can't do you and your family. So just know that this person currently is in isolation, reflecting, and they ready to do right by you. They just basically got to do the work first, okay? I'm going to end it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If so, I ask that you hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. We'd love to have you. If you'd like to donate to my channel, get your girl a gift, because y'all know I love surprises. All the information is in the description box below. Hype the video for you, girl. Thank you very much. If you would like to book a personal reading, that information is also in the description box below. Please read the instructions carefully before you email me. Read the instructions. Choose which reading you would like to receive. Then email me. Don't send me any money, because if you do, you won't get the reading. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to send you your money back. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to send it back, but I'm going to block you because you're not following directions. Look and see what reading you want. Then email me, and then I will give you the next steps, okay? Bye, y'all.